Yo, yo, what is up? We're gonna do some more animations.
Yeah, bitch!
Lord Kitty, what's up, Lord Kitty? What up, what up? What you got going on? Yeah, we finished our, I finished my run animation. I think I'm gonna start on some attack animations. Hi, man, not much. UI stuff still? How are you? Oh, nice. What UI stuff are you doing? Yeah, I'm doing good. Just about to work on some more animations. We're gonna do some attack animations. I think we really only need one attack for this guy. At least, I can't really think of needing more than one attack. So it should be simple. So, let's do it. Let's see. Change our frames. Working on some main menu stuff, adding dynamic stuff like usernames, level, etc. Oh, nice, nice. So like, I'm guessing like on your load screen, it'll show you like your level and stuff that you had. But very nice. Very, very nice. Glad you're good. Hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'm kind of waiting on main menu stuff for this game, because I kind of want to build my main menu out of like stuff that I have built into the world, and you know, I haven't built any of the world yet. So yeah. Let's see. How long should the attack be? Let's try around 80 frames for now. Gonna be like a lunge attack, I think. So I think we're gonna do
This is a
root
reminder
motion.
to save your work now, for fuck's sake.
It's Astro. What's up, Astro? Let's do a save here. What up? Yeah, we did a save. Do a save. Not fucking much. Very nice, very nice. We're gonna make some attack animations for the wolf. Let's set our root. And how far should he go? Soon I will be taking a nap. Oh, that's what happened to me yesterday. Like, as soon as I ended stream yesterday, I ate a sandwich and, like, just started falling asleep in my chair. I was just gonna take a nap, but I ended up just sleeping until, like, 4 or 5 in the morning. He should go to the moon, just way, like, super high lunge. Maybe it should be a slam down attack, like he flies way in the air and slams down on you. That'd be pretty wild. Let's see. Let's try Y. Whoops. GY1. Nope. GY -2. Let's try that. Yeah, that's what she said. Oof. Oof. Why's she saying that stuff? She said slam down on you? I guess that's fine. I guess that'd be alright. Oh. See, 30 to 80. That's how many frames? I'm bad at math. I'm pulling out the calculator. Okay, 50. So about 25. 30. 40. 55. Okay, this is where he lands, actually, so 30 to 60. So let's try 45-ish. And then at 60, go back down maybe. Lurk, I appreciate the lurk. I appreciate the lurk. Let's try making this higher. And we'll bring see, where's that? 45. Oof. Maybe not the IK route. Delete that. I may want to do some different things. What? Oh. Get rid of that. Okay. So around 45. Let's bring both of these up and forward. Maybe. Same for these. Ah, I forgot to set the initial location. Let's do that. Jay White, nice. Some Blender animations? Indeed, indeed. What's up, Jay White? What you got going on? Yeah, we're working on some animations for the game that I'm building. I've been working on this wolf for like a week. We started it out, just sculpting it out, and then we did retopology, then we did some rigging, Then we made some fur for it. And we've been working on animations for a few days. I've got him some idle animations, some walking animations, a run animation. I've got an animation for him going down to laying position, and I've got him like a laying down idle. And we've got an animation for him coming out of laying back to standing up. And now I'm working on some like an attack animation. I think we're gonna do like a lunge attack. Yeah. Not much. Figured I'd try to catch you on a stream. Hey, I appreciate it. I also appreciate all the tips you've been giving. You're definitely seem to know some of the more advanced stuff that I don't know yet. So, but it has pushed me to start trying to look into some of that stuff. Go ahead and push the old blueprint knowledge up a little bit, you know? So let's move these up. And forward. And then on these, need to set that. Ah, damn it. Okay, well that's not that big of a deal. Let me just copy that right there. Okay, cool. Yeah. How long you been learning Unreal and stuff? I've been learning for like a handful of years, but like I really didn't start understanding blueprints until about a year ago. So kind of recently. Especially for those hair colors coming up. Yeah. I'll try doing some testing with that, because I'll be doing we'll at least be starting the menu for it tomorrow. And then yeah, I'll try it out on the hair. We'll see how it goes. Okay, that needs to maybe come down. We need to keep the arms down for a little minute until we get off the ground. So maybe till about about here, maybe a little further. Needs to stay back too. Let me actually maybe just move this one back. No. We'll just copy this one, move it over, and then move this one back. Oh, I got hit with a bunch of ads. Can't see anything rather than that. About 10 years, I guess, kind of on and off. I've been going through everyone's tutorial stuff, especially the spread the info. Nice. Okay, so you're like really, really experienced. Yeah, I've been learning for about 4 to 5 years, something like that. So yeah, you got like double the time in Unreal Engine on me. But nice, very nice. Taught me how to put up a cut up a metahuman and actually design some neat UI. Oh, nice. Hey, at least I'm spreading some kind of info to some of the more experienced folks. So that's useful. Very nice. Yeah, the whole I've had a few people say that they had tried you know, making modular characters and watched tutorials and found my method of doing it to be pretty simple and straightforward. So that's good. Okay, so the feet need to come back down. If I copy this, are they gonna be like way off? Probably. Oh no, cool. I thought they were gonna come way back here. So up here, I can probably come up a little more. Maybe rotate them out. And maybe not that far. Maybe a little further down. Seems a little... Might pull up a reference for this. What game has like a good animal attack animation? Might need a reference. Like a lunge attack. Maybe something like this. Looks like Far Cry 5 does, from what I'm seeing on YouTube. So let's pull this up. Good God. Yeah, let's try to find a good one. I got some dog attack animations in this. I just need a lunge. Yeah, kind of like that. Let's turn it down to like 0.25 speed. Can't think of anything off the top of my head. Yeah, it works. Far Cry Primal, maybe? Yeah, these animations look pretty decent. It's just getting the right angle, or I guess getting it down to the right speed so I can... Is there a way to, like, just loop a part of the video? Because this video is long. I just want to watch this part of it over and over. That would be useful. I just need the lunge part. Okay. Definitely pause forward. Well, looks like it's not angled like how I'm doing it. So let's move that. Kind of like that. Looks like the back feet are more back. I haven't really done too much with the back feet here, so let's do that. Right click? Can you do that? Right click loop. But I think that loops the whole video, right? Or can I loop a specific part? I like this one. It says stats for nerds. What is this? Oh. Okay. The timeline? Let's see. Yeah, I'm right-clicking the timeline. It just says loop. Oh, you need an extension? Oh. Well, it'd be alright. I kind of got the angle that I need. This is kind of the only angle I really need. I think if I just look at this a handful of times, I'll be alright. So the back feet are definitely back, like this, on the lunge. And we're not going to do a running attack. We're probably going to do root motion, so he'll stop. And then just do, like a... Like he'll prep for the attack, and then lunge. That way the player, you can kind of see the, kind of get prepared and dodge if you need to, you know? Never mind, it only works with an extension, sorry. Magic actions? I would definitely grab that extension, because that sounds useful. Let me actually write that down. I'll put it in my phone so I can remember it. I will set an alarm to remind me to grab it. For later on today. Said it's called Magic Actions. Magic Actions. Cool. Yeah, I got that wrote down now. Try to grab it later. Cool, cool. So let's see. So same thing with the back feet. They need to stay down. They don't need to come up immediately. So what was that? 35 that I did it on for the front feet. So let's do that. Can I copy these? Because that would be super useful. No, it moves them forward, but it's probably the same height though, right? No? Nope. Just move those back. And compare frames here. Back further. Maybe a little forward. A little back. A little back. Just a little more. I need to come down a little. Well, I guess that's how it is initially. I can undo that. Yeah. A little back. Looks pretty close. Maybe just a smidgen back. Let's see. And then in the air, we can probably rotate these and pull them up. And then on frame 60, we will set them back to that. There we go. Digital, yo! How's your abort coming along? It's coming along good. Yeah, you haven't seen. You said you were here when we started the sculpting process, right? I'll pull it up in the engine so you can see the see what all we've got done with it. I'll show you all the animations and stuff. We've got fur and stuff added to it too in the engine, and we've got quite a bit done with it. We've got animations. It's been quite a bit of work. But how's it going? I'm assuming your baby is here now, right? Dude, Red Dead Redemption 2, great source. Oh, I didn't even think of that. Yeah, Red Dead 2. Let's pull that up. Red Dead Redemption 2. What do they have? Just regular dogs in there? Dog attack. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Vicious dog attack. Let's see what this is. Okay, there's the dog. Okay. So it looks like in this one... He's angled a bit higher. I think my angle is decent for how the attack is. They have wolves as well. Let's take a peek at the wolves. Red Dead Redemption 2 wolf attack. He was born on Monday? Very nice. Congrats. Congrats. Yeah, but that's exciting. How's it been? Let's see. Oh wow, these wolves will strafe and attach to your arm and stuff. Red Dead 2 is wild. Oh, they'll lunge back and stuff? That might not be a bad idea, making some lunge animations where they lunge back and stuff during attacks. I didn't even think of that. I probably do need strafe animations now that I think about it. For when they are attacking. Congrats? Yes, congrats. Thank you, thank you. Very nice. Yeah, I'll show you some of the stuff we got on, that we got for the wolf we have in here. Let me turn him on to use the animation blueprint. Right now, I just got him on a random roam. He just runs around. This is how he's looking in the engine at the moment. But yeah, I'll show you some of the other animations we got for him. I'm gonna go to animation asset. We got just his idle. If I simulate, he's gonna run, isn't he? Yeah. Let me turn off his run, his roam at the moment. He's still learning to breathe properly on his own, and we are trying to teach him how to be breastfed. Little man's gonna be lady killer one day. Is hella cute. Hey, very nice. Got a full head of hair? Oh, that's rare. That's rare. I missed one. It's been a trip, some ups and downs. He was at 35 weeks along when they had to do the surgery. So he is I can't read that word on the screen here. So he is Pre-me, yeah. But hey, hopefully everything goes good. I know, you know, I'm sure it's like a mixture of emotions, like excitement, nervousness, all the mixed bags of emotions. Make sure your UI isn't on bound. Be sure to put them on event driven for UI change. Just FYI. On bound. What do you mean for that? On bound? On event driven. I do have a let me take a look at that. I do have... Is it something in the widget that I can look at? Or are you talking about the binding? Like the binding? Like the binding for the health and stuff like that? Yeah, I've heard you can actually use... Where is it? In the graph? Is it event dispatchers? I've heard there's other ways to make it cheaper than to use binding. Yeah. I'm guessing that's what you're talking about, right? Yeah, this is the idle. A lot of people like to put binding for their progress bars. Yes. Yeah, I've heard it's cheaper to do it other way. Because binding is technically always running on a tick. And, yeah, tick is more performance. Binding not good, tick ran. Yeah, I knew it was tick ran. I just haven't, like, fully looked into... I'm already planning on completely redoing this, because I've actually built this before you sent me all that other stuff about UI. So, luckily I don't have a lot on it, other than, like, health bars and stuff. I'm very early into this process. Yeah, that's the idle that we got. We've got a walking, just a little walking forward. We've got laying to idle. Oh no, that's not laying idle, but yeah. This is the laying idle, where it's just chilling. Then we've got the running one, standing to laying that we've made. And then we've also got, we should have laying to idle. Yeah, laying to idle right here. So, we've got a handful of animations. Definitely need more, though. I think I'm only really gonna worry about one attack animation, but after watching the Red Dead Redemption 2 thing here, we do probably need to make some strafes. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Because if they get up to them and get up to you and then, you know, walk right or left, they don't have a right or left animation right now. A lunge back might not be bad, too. Let's take a look at the lunge. That would be cool to add, but that I think that would be hard. Like the attack attached to the arm kind of thing. That would probably be pretty hard to do. I definitely use these references for the strafing that they're doing. We definitely need some of those. Cool. Let's take a look. Let me turn off the modifier so we can get more accurate frames. Something for wolf animation, be sure to space out the legs. Yeah, probably not a bad idea. We could probably spread out the legs a little more, especially when he goes down that initial, like down, like this. Probably not a bad idea. So let's take a look at that. Let's try to spread them out right here on the down. So they're not parallel to each other? Yeah. Let's spread them out on the down. See what it looks like. Yeah, that's a nice little addition. Maybe actually rotate them a little bit too, though. Maybe a little bit on the back feet as well. I think he probably needs to stand up at the end, too. So we could probably spread out the paws and stuff on the leap as well. Let's try and copy this over. Might have to tweak it again a little bit, but that'll be okay. Oh, whoops. And then just bring them back. Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, bringing them out. Let's pull them back on this part, though. Back. We'll check this. Maybe a little further. Maybe a little forward. Oh, whoops. I added a frame there. Actually, it might be better to check this one. Right here. Just a little forward. Perfect. There we go. That looks good. Hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Let's see. Now we kind of need to do the spread. I don't know. You think bringing them in during the leap? Let's take a look at that Red Dead again. I don't know if they're doing a down. Okay, so when they go down, when they kind of lunge down, let's look at that position. So their butt is actually kind of in the air still. So they get that power in their legs, yeah, so you can really see. I wonder if I should kind of do what they're doing, because right now we're kind of doing the opposite of what they do in this with our like back end. So in Red Dead they have it more like this. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, that looks alright. Oh yeah, let me actually close down the engine over here. Forgot this was still on. Don't need it open now. Yeah. Let me also change my bones to use... Where's it at? This, we will go stick. Yeah. Yeah, I think that looks a little better. Changing the spine position. So they just aim down like that. Honestly bad. Where's my super suit? What super suit? What you talking about? What you talking about? But what's up, honestly bad? What you got going on? I feel like the feet need to come up a little bit faster because, like, right here he's in the air, but his feet are still down a bit. Nothing. Normal things. Just got my coffee, hating life, working. Yeah, that's pretty normal, I would say, for most people, especially when they're at work. Friggin' jobs. I think on this guy right here, I'm just gonna pull it up a little bit. We'll see. I think that helps a little bit. And also, the hands being completely at the same angle while in the air, we should probably change that. Like, make one a little further back. You know, kind of like that or something. Let's also look at that right in here. Yeah, the front paws need to come up a bit. Yeah, you're thinking like right in here. Maybe even a little more than that. Maybe a little forward. There's still that one frame right in here. Maybe I just pull them up on this frame. That immediate next frame. So that way they'll just stick to that the rest of the way. I'll be fine after my coffee is consumed today, though. Hey, there you go. Coffee's nice. I used to drink coffee. some years ago. I don't really drink coffee anymore. I have a pretty strict diet because of some medical problems I have, but yeah. Coffee helps. Coffee helps. Yeah, that's what I meant before. The spacing, yeah, having them completely the same angle in the air, yeah. Yeah, that helps a little bit. I think it looks nicer. Damn it, we have a camera for the baby that has limited access. I sent the login info to some 56-year-old mom in another state instead of my boy's grandparents. I'm sure she appreciated a single-digit typo. Whoops. She's probably like, what? What is this? So, like, what? She could, like, watch your baby or something now? Like, watch a live view of your baby? Is that what happened? Yeah, my diet had to change, and my doc said me drinking black coffee will actually help my issue. Oh, so is it like a, I would imagine with black coffee being better, is it like a diabetic issue, maybe? Like sugars being bad and stuff? See, for me, I have a GERD. So, I have GERD and like, what's it called? Gastritis. Liver? Oh, it's a liver issue. See, I think I might have something wrong with my liver as well, but the doctors don't seem to agree with me on that. I have two different issues. One of them we know what it is, which is gastritis, like GERD stuff. And then the other one is the doctors can't figure out what in the world it is. Well. She could choose to sign in and watch my baby, yes. Unless I tell the hospital to just disable the camera entirely. Holy crap. That's wild. Well, I mean, did you talk to the lady? Did she, like, give you a call or something? Like, I'd imagine you had to have talked to her, right? To figure out who you sent it to? Oh, so he's still in the hospital? Yeah, he was born like a few days ago, right? What did you say? Like a few days ago. Okay, looks like that these positions right here need to change a bit. Weird. I don't know why, but in between here and here, the paws are coming back. Maybe I just need to get rid of that frame. No, I don't need to get rid of... Well, let's see. No. Let's keep that frame in there. I don't know why they're moving back in between those frames, though. Like, it comes back... and then it moves back forward for some reason. Shouldn't really hurt anything, I'd imagine. Yeah, I'd imagine so. Nope, I just texted it to the number saved to his godfather. He told me he never got the text, so I checked, and I mixed up a 3 with an 8 when I saved his number. Whoops! Whoops! An extra set of eyes could be helpful. Yeah, it could be. It could be. I'd imagine she probably won't actually be watching your baby, but who knows? So I did a background check on the number to make sure it didn't go to anybody potentially malicious. Turns out it's owned by a 56-year-old mom in my hometown. Oh! Okay. Nice. A state over? Okay. Yeah, that's probably fine. I mean, it's not like they're gonna roll up to the hospital and snag your baby just from watching the video, right? Let's take a look at this without the bones for a second. Let's fix those paw positions. Yeah. Plus, it's not in your house, so there's that. Yeah, the fact that you're still in the hospital kind of helps, too. See, the way I was thinking of it was... Initially, I was thinking it was like a cam you have in your house. So, that makes it a little better that it's not in your house. But is it like a cam that you bought? Like, are you gonna use the same cam when you get at home? Yep. Let's see. Let's... maybe pull... this one back right here. I'll let YouTube load up. YouTube playlists have been really, really bad recently. There you go. Nope, just a hospital provided thing? Yeah, I think you should be fine then. I think there should be probably no worries there. The credentials are entirely useless once it is disabled. Okay, so yeah, so it's not like a cam that she can then watch other babies on, like later, like after you're gone. But first she would, I would imagine she probably needs to figure out what the number is. Did you just send like some kind of code without saying exactly what the code's to? She probably just got a text of some code and is just like, what in the world is this code? On the paw positions at the end, let's see about spreading them out again right here. Yeah. Same with the back ones. And then we will stand him... oh, whoops. Stand him back up at the very end. Actually, maybe keep him spread like that, and then when he goes back to idle, the feet will go back, maybe? Yeah, maybe. It was a sheet with the site and the login info? Oh, never mind. She got all that info then. She got all the info. Whoops. 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 So let's take a look at this without the bones again. I think that's pretty close to being about what we need. We just need to add some tail movement Maybe work on the back legs a little more. We need to add some mouth movement. So does your wolf model have fur? I know that the pose mode usually hides emitters. Oh, yeah. I pulled it up in Unreal Engine a second ago. I guess you must have went somewhere else for a second. Yeah, I'll show you the version with the fur real quick. Yeah, we got some fur. We made a big old fluffy wolf. Let me let this load up. Yeah, we're not using the strand system that Unreal Engine uses. We converted our hair particles to a card system. I tried testing it with strands, like hair strands in Unreal Engine, but I lost like 20 or 30 frames per second using it that way. So we ended up converting it to a card system. That way it doesn't take up so many frames per second. But yeah, yeah, this is what it looks like in the engine with the fur and stuff. No, he's still using that animation. Use animation blueprint. Let me turn back on his roam real quick. We'll just plug that guy in. And yeah, we got him in the engine, running around. He obviously won't keep the code I have in right now, but this was just a way of testing how his animations are looking. Yeah. And I think the card version of the hair still looks pretty decent. Compared to, like, the strand version, I barely see a difference. And it saves, like, a ton of frames. Honestly, bad looking good. Hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah, this bad boy's been a lot of work. A lot of work. I'm pretty new to character modeling and stuff, or, you know, any kind of modeling that involves rigging up creatures and animals or characters or anything, so it's definitely been a learning experience. I've learned a lot about, like, rigging and animating, and I've been animating in a minute for a minute in Blender, but, like, not from, like, rigs that I made. Usually from a add-on that I have called Mr. Mannequin to make Unreal Engine animations. And so, but even so, I've still learned a lot about animating in Blender, like using the graph editor and stuff now, whereas before I wasn't doing that. Yeah. Cleaning up the animations a lot more than I was before. So let's work on the back feet for in the air. So they can be spread out a little bit more as well. So like right in here, we'll pull one of them back. Let's make it this one. Because dogs and wolves and stuff, they tend to, like, this leg is normally kind of like this leg, and this leg is normally kind of like this leg. Like, especially when they walk, they're kind of like opposite. So, let's pull this guy back. And maybe up a little bit. Maybe pull this one forward a little bit. Cool. Feel like for a jump, the front paws need to come up. No. Come back, no. What do you mean? Then before he lands, it comes back out? You talking about pulling them back in? I'm looking at a video reference for this. We were looking at, this along with another Fallout video to get them looking right. I'll pull up the Fallout video real quick to show you what we were looking at. Where was it? Right here. Oh, no, not that video. Let's go back to... Where was it? Right here. This is kind of what I was looking at to get the initial angle of it. Like this. Of course, we get hit with a bunch of ads. Yeah, we can look at the land. Take a look at that land a little bit closer. He didn't kind of lands a little differently than we are, I guess. But... Let me turn that speed down a little bit. Playback speed. Looks like one paw lands before the other one. We could probably fix that a little bit. And it looks like right when he's landing, he's angled a little bit more. Probably could work on that. So let's see. So like, maybe right in here, rotate the spine. like on the come down. And maybe pull these back in. Shoot him, yo! Do I have some blends in the animation? No. What do you mean? Talking about from the like from the leap to the jump to the land? Yeah, they're just kind of more of a straightforward movement, whereas ours isn't gonna be like a run to jump kind of thing. Ours is gonna be like stop and then prepare to leap and then leap. This one just goes straight from running to jumping. We're gonna do it a little differently. Yes, yeah. We're gonna do ours a little differently than that. Because, like, the way I'm thinking about it is I want to have the part, you know, this initial part where he preps so that when you're playing and you see that he's preparing to attack, that'll give you a signal that that's time to, like, dodge or something, you know? So I want to do it a little differently. The run, the jump, and then later the direction. Let's look at it after. Yeah, it looks like after. Let's look at that again. Looks like on the land his feet come in a little bit more, but I'm also looking at this one for references too. This one seems to be a little bit closer to what we're doing. As far as like the lunge part of it. But yeah, we'll have to make some strafing animations and stuff too. So like maybe after like the attack lands and then they stand back up, maybe they strafe to the left or right. But that'll be a different animation. Like they do the lunge, jump, land, stand back up, and then maybe they strafe back or to the left or to the right, you know? Hello, Carrie in chat. Thought I'd come say hi. Dropped you a follow yesterday in Fatal Vampire stream. Oh, Emnil, welcome in. Welcome in. I appreciate the follow. How's it going? Yeah, I'm pretty new to Fatal Vampire streams. I've been watching them for, I don't know, I want to say I followed them like a week ago or something like that. And yeah, after watching, they kind of got me on the whole like character setup. Like, I just watching, I learned a lot about sculpting. And so we've been working on, you know, some similar things. This is a wolf that I started sculpting like a week ago. And yeah, we sculpted it. We did some retopology. We rigged it up, and we've been working on some animations for the last few days. Yeah. Oh, I got you. Yeah, yeah. I think we're gonna do our land differently. So like, they'll stand up, and I think we'll have the option for them to strafe back or strafe left or strafe right. You know. I'm good, thanks. Hope for you the same. Hey, I appreciate it. And that's good. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Doing fairly well. Just working on, we got some attack animation we're in the process of doing. Looks good? Hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah, we've got, How many animations do we have now? We have the idle animation, we have the laying to idle animation, we have the laying down idle animation, we have the standing to idle animation, we have the walk and the run animation. So that's 6, 7 animations, and this will be like our 8th one, something like that. And we need at least 3 more after this, because we need the strafe. I haven't made the strafe animations yet. Actually, maybe it'll be... I don't know, we might need at least 6 more, because we need like a kind of like a dodge strafe, and then also like the walking left and right. So maybe 8 more, like a left and right walking, and then if they go backwards, they just... They'll just do like a leap backwards. I don't know. We shall see. We need more. That's for sure. That's for sure. So we definitely got more of this to do. How did you arrive at the mathematics of Souls-like statistics? I know there are the Elden Ring ones there, but before that, did you already have an idea of what the mathematics would be like? So I actually played Elden Ring and did some mathematics testing to figure out, like I figured out exactly like what percentage they're leveling you at, and like, and the video where I kind of explained the mathematics, I actually did some of the math wrong in that video, but that's fine because that doesn't, we're gonna change it up anyways. But yeah, I just kind of played it, and you know, I would like have a save and then restart the save to kind of like see how the leveling works, and then yeah, it just took some math work. Yeah, I did kind of have a general idea of how the math would work because I've done, you know, leveling systems and stuff like that before. So it's kind of the same. It's just, you know, tweaking some values here and there, you know. But the math that I explained during the part where we made the stats, the character stats component, some of the math I did there was definitely wrong, but that'll be okay because we can change that later. Like after I made the video, I went back and like checked some of the math that I did in it and realized some of it was wrong. Nice end mill. How long have you... I'm assuming you're a dev as well, right? How long you been deving it up? So let's see. So I think on the jump... when they need to like open their mouth. So let's set this. I'm gonna change. I'm gonna refresh the page. YouTube wigs out. Shoot him, yo. What's the yo? Yo, yo. Yo, restart the save to see the maths. That's a great work. Hey, I appreciate it. Yeah, it was, it took a few tries to, you know, figure out, like, what percentages they're increasing your leveling, which I think if I remember correctly, they increase, like, your XP needed by about 1.2%, or like 1.237 or something like that, from what I remember. I'll have to redo the math because we're not at leveling yet, but I did figure it up at one point. Why Oh god, let's not turn that up that loud. There we go. Maybe a little down. There we go. I'm not really a dev. I'm a Blender noob user at the moment, still learning. Oh, nice. Well, how long have you been learning Blender? Yeah, Blender's fun. Blender's fun. Definitely takes some practice though. I can't read that name. Let's see if I can see it better here. Jesse Entertainment 70. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hey there, my name is Jessica. How are you? I am also any game dev for Unreal Engine. Hey, welcome in. Welcome in. How long have you been doing some dev stuff? Yeah, good old Unreal Engine. Welcome in. Yeah, we're working on some animations and stuff for a little wolf character I have for a game that I'm building. I wonder if they should open their mouth. Nah, they should probably open their mouth in air. Like maybe around here. Yo, it was because you restarted the save. I think that even though I was committed, I wouldn't be able to continue. ADHD would attack me halfway. So for me, this is incredible. Hey, I appreciate it. I mean, it only took like a few restarts for me to figure it up. Like, it wasn't that hard, actually. The hard part was the math part, not really the restarting part. I'm not that great at math, so that was the hard part for me. Like 3 months in Blender, so still a lot to learn. Hey, you'll get there. Did you start with the donut tutorial? Because I feel like that's the one that most people start with, right? They do the donut tutorial. But that's awesome. Yeah, I would say like learning Blender, like in the beginning it's confusing, but like gaining skills in Blender is like, you gain skills pretty fast. Like after I did the donut tutorial, the way that I kind of practiced like 3D modeling was like, I just thought of like, you know, like what are common things that like a lot of video games like have, and I just like, I would think about like common assets that I could reuse in like multiple different game ideas, and I just would like make models of like different, you know, things that could be reused, you know? That's kind of how I practiced for a while. It's been 1 year and 6 months. What kind of game are you building? Which version are you using? Nice. So you're about 1.5 years in. Very nice. How are you enjoying the engine? Also, do you have any experience before Unreal Engine? But I'm building like a it's gonna be like an action adventure kind of game with like, you know, a lot of story elements and you know, like combat, like action combat type stuff with like a little bit of some RPG elements as well. So yeah, I'm only like 2-3 weeks into it now. I'm still fairly early into building it. Yeah, started with that one. Yeah, that's the one that everyone does. The good old donut tutorial. That's the one I started with as well. Yeah, that's a good one to start with. It is a good one to start with. Mad Blood 68, welcome in. Hey, just wanted to say thank you for the awesome tutorial. Been wanting to start learning Unreal Engine for a while, and I love Souls games, so it's perfect for me. Hey, I appreciate the kind words. Yeah, learning Unreal Engine, it's a challenge in the beginning. So, how long have you been learning the engine? How long have you been started now? Yeah, it's a challenge in the beginning. It'll take a while to, you know, kind of get a handle on things, but you will get there. I've been learning for about 4 to 5 years now, so there's still like a lot that I need to learn, but I've gotten fairly comfortable in it. Let's take a look at this without the bones. Mouth opens. Should it open more than that, maybe? Let's see if we can open it more without it looking dumb. Maybe about that much. We need to go into the graph editor and smooth it out a bit, but yeah. Yeah, liking it a lot. Makes love much easier than Unity, to be honest. I was working with Unity, but just give up and started with Unreal Engine ever since learn so much. Still learning and using blueprints. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, I actually started with Unity at first as well, but not for very long. I initially started with the Unity and used it for like maybe 2 or 3 weeks. And then I kept seeing tutorials for Unreal Engine, and I was like, Unreal Engine has to cost money, right? Like, it looks so good, it has to cost money, which was my assumption. And then I finally like started looking into it. I was like, what? Unreal Engine is free? And then it's the second that I heard Unreal Engine was free, I immediately downloaded it. Like, and yeah, I've been using it ever since. It has been a journey since that moment. But nice, yeah, it'll take some practice. Takes some practice to get there. Blueprints can definitely be confusing, especially if you're like me. Like, I had 0 coding experience before I started learning blueprints. And, so it took me a long time to actually kind of start learning my way around and figuring things out, you know? Okay, let's see. So what else do we need? We need... we need some tail movement. Yeah, Epic is awesome. So my reaction was the same, that Unreal Engine is free. Wow, they have everything to get you started. I'm fairly now comfortable with blueprints. Yeah, I was super surprised. Like, every time I would see an Unreal Engine tutorial, I'd be like, man, I wish I could use Unreal Engine, because I was like straight up just assuming that it cost money. And once I actually figured out that it was free, I was like mind blown. Yeah, and I've been using it ever since. Freaking amazing. But nice, that's good that you're getting comfortable with blueprints. Yeah, it can definitely take a while. It took me a long time, like 4-ish years before I actually started being able to write blueprints on my own. Um, Zalapanda, hi. How's your project going? It's going pretty good. We've been working on this wolf for about a week now. And we sculpted it out. We did retopology on it. We rigged it up. We made fur for it. You can't see the fur right now because I have it turned off, but we did that, and now we've been doing animations for it for a few days. And we definitely still have quite a bit of animations to add to it as well. But welcome in. How's it going? Yeah, I think it gives people like us a chance to shine our skills and learn along the way. Yeah, it takes a lot of learning. It takes a lot of learning. So do you have like a specific game that you're building, or are you kind of just like, you know, still trying to just learn things about it? Oh, what was that? That was something. Let's see. My notifications are delayed, so I'll see it here in a second. BL4 Dix? I appreciate the sub. I appreciate the sub. Welcome. I have one question. Could you tell how easy is it to build multiplayer game in Unreal Engine 5? It depends on the type of multiplayer game you're wanting to use. So, like, the key differences with building multiplayer in Unreal Engine 5 is if you're wanting to do just, like, you know, like hosting games, you know, like games where, like, a player hosts on the server and then, you know, people just join that hosted server. Or if you're wanting to do a dedicated server, because dedicated servers are harder to build. But if you're just wanting to, like, you know, have player-based, like, hosting, it's actually not that hard. The process is pretty easy. I'm okay, thanks. Trying to figure out what I like more, coding C# and Unity, or BPs with Unreal Engine. Oh, well, what kind of are you leaning on so far? And you also, you know, you can use C++ in Unreal Engine. Like, you don't have to use blueprints. If you like standardized code better, C++ would actually be more efficient. But having knowledge in blueprints is still going to be useful, even if you do C++ projects. But yeah. Yeah, I'm also building a game based on dinosaurs. Oh, that sounds dope. I love dinosaurs. How far have you made it with that game? There you go. Blueprints are nice, but I have seen that they can become an eyesore as systems become more complex. Yeah, they could be a little hard to look at, especially like big complex systems like that. But always remember that you can always, you can make it a little easier to look at with, collapsing things down to functions so that, everything isn't just like this big jumbled looking mess, So like you can, collapse a lot of things down. You can collapse it down to functions, nodes, there's a lot of ways to like clean it up. I actually made it very far. You could choose different dinos and run around killing predators and things. Have AIs too that also fight when provoked. Oh, nice. Nice. You gotta let me know when it's done. I'll play it. Very nice. So how far would you say you are to, like, getting to the end of it? I don't know. I'm a visual person, game designer, on my main job. So from one side, I like BPs more because I'm a visual guy, but in the same time, I don't like to manage spaghettis because maintain code is much more easier. And things what need 3 screens in BPs take a couple of lines of code, but C++ is hardcore and overhead for me. Yeah, I personally haven't really dived into C++ yet. Blueprints is kind of all I know at the moment, so I'm sure once I do dive into C++, I'll probably gain a preference on one or the other. But like blueprints, like they're necessary for some things. Like they're going to be more efficient for some things, and in Unreal Engine. But like other things, C++ are going to be more efficient. So like knowing both is going to be super useful for like the long road, for sure. Let's go there. There we go. Yeah, spaghetti can be rough, but like I was saying to Digital a moment ago, there's always ways of like cleaning it up and making it not as crazy, Vast majorities of indie games can ship with a 100% BPs if it's not MP. What do you mean by MP? But I agree. Like right now, the game that I'm building, I'm planning on pretty much just making it 100% blueprints. But also, welcome in. Curses, multiplayer. Oh, yeah. Multiplayer, gotcha. Yeah. I mean, BPs can do multiplayer as well, but like if you want to do, it depends on like what kind of multiplayer, because if you want to do dedicated servers, you literally have to have like a C++ project with the what's it called, the source like code for Unreal Engine. Like you have to build from the source code to even make a dedicated server. And you have to do that in a C++ version of the project, so I pick coding. Probably Unity will be much more reasonable choice. Yeah, I don't know too much about C#. Like I said, I learned Unity very briefly, and in the 2 or 3 weeks that I did learn Unity, I dived into C# like a little bit, but not really enough to, have like a preference over one or the other. Yeah, I find blueprints to be very fun and easy to use, and that gives us more freedom when debugging over the written code. Oh yeah, the The yeah, all the time when I run into issues, that is one thing that I really like about blueprints. Something that you can't do in like C++ or like C#, or at least not that I'm aware of. In blueprints, you can literally watch your execution flow. Like you can, run the game, pull up your blueprint, and then hit the drop-down menu to focus on your the blueprint that you're on, and you can watch the execution flow of it and see like. If you have something breaking, you can literally watch where it's breaking at, which is super useful. I do it all the time. Cool. If you know BPs, you know how to code already. A difference just with small things like delay or high level methods. But must be right from scratch in C#. Yeah, I definitely... Yeah, I kind of get that it is the same thing as coding. The main thing is like, when I do dive into learning C++, I just need to learn... I guess I just need to learn the flow of it, I guess, would be the main difference between blueprints and doing like a C++ project. Which I do plan on diving into C++ soon, since I've gotten fairly decent with blueprints. But, yeah, I've watched a few videos of people who are like showing like writing the same code in blueprints and then writing the same code in C++. And it doesn't really seem that daunting, like after you kind of got your handle on blueprints. So I definitely want to start diving into it sometime soon. Let's see what this looks like. I think that's about what I need for it. I might tweak it out and make it smoother, but I kind of want to get it in the engine and see what it looks like right now. Hey, do you think event tick can affect performance? I mean, if you use it for small things, it's not really a big deal. For me personally, if I ever have anything that needs to run on a timer, I don't ever use event tick. I normally do like a timer by event, because it does basically the same thing, but you can control how many frames that the timer is running on. Whereas event tick literally runs every single frame, which is going to use more performance. But even so, there's also other ways that you can get around using timers too. Like for a while, I was using timers on things that can be handled by like an event dispatcher or something like that, The main thing is just learning methods of getting around it, because there are definitely ways around it. It just depends. Like if you're using a head bob or something like that in a first-person game, you probably want to run that on event tick for like, maximum smoothness. But it just depends. Depends on like what kind of things you're wanting to do on event tick. My opinions, BP is more like C# and Unity than C++. CPP is a little harder, but in near future, I guess Epic will integrate Verse. What is Verse? I'm unfamiliar with Verse. I'm learning C++ too. Just started now. Yeah, I need to start diving into it. I've been kind of putting it off for a minute. It is about time for me to dive into it and actually start practicing it. Let's see what this looks like in the engine. But nice, how are you liking C++ since you just started learning it? Like, do you find it to be kind of hard to learn, or do you find it to be, you know, about the same level of, like, learning blueprints? Let's turn on root motion. The root motion is broken for some reason. Why are you broken? I've had this happen before and I had to fix it some way. I forget what I did though. I feel like it was a setting. Let's see. Let me delete that. New programming language created by Epic, a special for game dev. Now it's used in Fortnite, battle testing before future integrations into UE5/UE6. Oh, nice! I haven't even heard of that. Yeah, I need to look into that. Is it more similar to C++, would you say? Or more similar to Blueprints? I've also heard about some stuff that's coming in some future Unreal Engine updates. Like, they're supposed to... This year, there's supposed to be, like, an update that kind of, like, brings in built-in, like, voxel-type stuff. And I'm, like, super excited for that. I would love to do some voxel-type, like, landscapes and stuff without having to buy the voxel plugin that's super expensive. But to be honest, since now I have the knowledge of BP, it makes it easier. However, C++ has more of its functions than Blueprints that are not included in BP. Yeah, kind of like has more of its own thing going on that you still kind of have to learn. That makes sense. Yeah, I'll have to give it a shot. Sometime soon. I need to run through some C++ tutorials. Because I feel like that's probably more of the industry standard. I mean, I'm not necessarily trying to get jobs with big companies or anything, but I feel like it could be useful in some in some situations. I don't know why. I'm gonna have to look into why the root motion's not working on this. Let's see. Because it shouldn't still leap with root motion. I like learning blueprints, but only difference is that you learn about a lot math stuff and comms and things. Do you want to learn C++ for Unreal Engine or the standalone C++? I would probably start with just learning it for like Unreal Engine stuff. But I could see learning it for some other things too down the road. But I feel like learning it specifically in like game dev would probably be the most useful and the most probably easier than learning it all around at once, you know? But yeah. Alternative, probably bad word for it. It's something like equivalent. I'm gonna have to look into it because I haven't heard about it. Seems like it could be interesting. Backon says, but it is important to specialize. Yeah, you mean in like just in general, or like when you're or are you talking about in like code? A certain field with game dev. Yeah, it definitely helps, especially if you're, if you're wanting to, move into like working with, like bigger, more professional teams and stuff. It's definitely better to specialize. But as like a solo dev, you kind of need to know everything. So it's like, you start off being a solo dev normally, right? So you kind of like end up trying to learn everything. And then, and like, if you want to actually move into working for companies and stuff, it's better to know a lot about one thing. So it's kind of like a back and forth thing. Like, should I learn everything or should I just learn one thing? What's the link? Oh, it's a link talking about verse. Nice. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. I'll check that out after the stream. I'm actually about to end here in a minute. With game dev, like how I'm more familiar with modeling than code. Yeah. See, I'm kind of like the opposite. I learn a bit about like everything. I hop around on the stuff that I learn. But I'm also, I don't know if I'm really that interested in trying to move into working for big companies. I feel like I would be more interested in like building a little indie studio myself with like, work with a handful of people rather than trying to get a job for a big company. I would recommend you start with the standalone, get yourself familiar with its interface and functions and programming language. Then it becomes easier in Unreal Engine. C++? Yeah, I mean, I've definitely already dived into it. Like a few years ago, I like practiced it. like the standalone version of it a little bit, so I am already a little familiar with it, but it's been a little minute since I've looked into that stuff. Yeah. That's what I'm going for as well, but easier to work with others if you have a skill you can do better. And yeah, you're not wrong. It still definitely comes in handy specializing if you're working in a team in general. Yeah, you're not wrong. I would say for me, I don't know. I'm interested in the code and the modeling side of things, but I would say in recent time, I guess more so the code side of things. But I don't know. I enjoy both. But, you know, there's also many other aspects to, like, game design and stuff that, you know, that I'm probably not going to take the time to learn. Like, you know, like things like visual effects is a big thing that you could dive into. You know, materials. I'm not really that interested in becoming a material whiz like some people are. You know, things like that. There's all sorts of other tinier pathways that you could specialize in. Big companies are doing massive layoffs right now anyways. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's probably gonna be in general pretty hard to dive into trying to get a job for those companies, especially if you're not super experienced. I mean, the already experienced are already getting laid off, so there's that. Yeah. Alright. Well, I think we're good to go for now. Let me hop on Twitch, see if there's anyone we want to raid out to. Let's see. Let's, on the Twitch side of things, let's raid out to Bard of Asgard. It has been a while since I've raided to him. So. Oh, whoops. Wrong thing. Wrong thing. There we go. Yeah, I appreciate everyone hanging out. On the Twitch side of things, we're gonna raid out to Bard of Asgard, who is playing Dark Souls Remastered. Yeah. I may be back on in a few hours, or it might be like yesterday. Yesterday when I ended stream, I like ate a sandwich and just like passed out and fell asleep until like 4 a.m. But yeah. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna call it here. I appreciate everyone for hanging out. I will see y'all in the next one. Go hang out with Bard of Asgard.